everybody, we are back with another review, and today we are checking out this Beewick all-natural hemp wick. So without further ado, let's hop right into this review. So as you can see right off the bat, you got this white texture on the side here. Now what that is actually chunked up beeswax, which what this does is it kind of flakes everywhere basically whenever you go to pull the line off. So you have this type of beeswax where you can see it's definitely got a lot of wax on it, but you have these other types of beeswax which we've reviewed before on the channel, like this Humboldt hemp wick, which has not as much wax. It's kind of in the middle between this and the last one, which is going to be one of the worst examples, which is going to be the Hornet. It just looks like rope twine you get at the dollar store. That's soaked in kerosene, which is, I mean, look at the difference between the colors of these. The raw one, color-wise, sits kind of somewhere in between these two, but this definitely just looks like crap, and it makes my hand smell when I touch it, so I'm not going to touch it anymore. But the Humboldt wick, you could definitely see the fact that the Humboldt wick has not a lot of wax kind of crankling on it. It basically is wax almost like caked on the rope, but not enough to the point where it's going to flake off. But this one, man, it's nice that they thought of you to put, enough wax on there. But like, you can see as you pull it off. I mean, I buy this by the spool. That's how I like to do it when I use my hemp wick. But it chips off like all this remnants all over the place. And then when you have this in your pocket and stuff, I mean, all this wax is chipping off in your pocket. You can see it. I mean, it's like chunked up on it. So it's a little bit too much wax, maybe a little bit on the heavier side. I think they probably could do with a little bit less wax when they make their wick. Maybe something similar like a Humboldt. It doesn't make it burn any better. Honestly, it kind of makes it burn a little faster. I don't know why. But something like the Humboldt has like the right amount of hemp wick, what's it called? The actual wax itself is just enough on there to make it burn to a nice slow pace. Not really to the point where it's going to just get accelerant. This one burnt absolutely horrible. Again, it burnt like twine. It burnt just like rope. It didn't burn like something that you wanted to have a nice slow burn. This hemp wick with all the wax on it, to be honest with you, the Beewick, I don't know if I'd recommend it. It definitely was nice, but the fact that it flakes off all this wax kind of sucks, because I don't want wax flaking off in my stuff that I'm smoking when it's being handled around it. And I also don't want it flaking off in the bowl. I don't want to also smoke all this wax. I don't want to smoke all this wax, because the wax itself, basically, if it's on the wick, it's basically going to burn off into the smoke. You're going to be inhaling the burnt wax. So I want the least amount of wax on my wick as possible. So that's basically the summation of the story here, is try to get a hemp wick with just enough wax for it to burn, but not enough where you're going to be basically smoking up beeswax, because that's what we don't want. We want a clean alternative to smoking over lighters. We don't want to get into something else where now we're smoking beeswax. So if you like this review, give it a thumbs up. If you smoke with hemp wicks, I know a lot of people do. I do myself personally. It's a more flavorful hit. Let us know in the comments below. If you want more content like this, I do smoking reviews every single day, so be on the lookout for that, and have a great rest of your day.